how to create a daily routine in order to have time to live. The people who get on in this world are the people who get up and look for the circumstances they want, and if they can't find them, make them. Bernard Shaw. It seems like such a common phrase from childhood. Stick to a daily routine. As a child, you generally don't think much about it. On the contrary, it only makes you angry or annoyed at times. After all, you want to stay glued to your screen to your heart's content. Play games, chat with friends, watch movies, and generally surf the web. And if you follow a daily routine, it means cutting your screen time at inopportune moments and starting to do something else that doesn't make you nearly as happy, or in other words, what you should be doing here and now. This is a bummer. And at such moments, you can become irritated with the whole world. And if your family and friends are still nagging you, saying, "Stop doom scrolling, you have a lot of things to do," then you can simply lose your temper. On the other hand, you understand that they're actually right, and you really don't want to stop doing what you love right now, but you have to do urgent things. So how do you get out of this vicious cycle? As a medical professional, I understand that you need to prevent the disease so as not to get sick. So here it is. In order not to abruptly end your favorite activity, you must initially plan it to the minute. Start by drafting a plan for today. So let's begin. First, you need to determine how much time it will take you to do the main work, which is simply indispensable. In other words, we need to set priorities. The main priority is your main job, which brings in your income. There's just no way around it. If you work from home, you save a lot of travel time. If not, you should integrate travel time into your daily routine. So this is the main part of the schedule. You can set out all the other activities around it. Now you have mornings and evenings left. In the morning, you can also have time, for example, to do some exercises, such as strength or stretching exercises, or just leisurely have breakfast and read the latest news. I know somebody who reads a few chapters every morning, for example, for half an hour or so, and this is how he manages to read a lot of books by simply reading consistently every morning. So, most of your time goes towards your main job, and in the evenings you can choose how much time to spend on household tasks and hobbies. But the main thing is that it should be written down in your daily planner. For example, today after work I'll come home, have dinner and sit at the computer until late in the evening. Or maybe I'll go to the gym, or I'll cook food for tomorrow, or something else. But it should already be in your notebook. And again, you should write down until what time you have to do your favorite or not favorite activity. Give each activity a specific time slot. This is important because if you sit at the computer until late in the evening and then you have to get up at 6 in the morning, this is no longer good for your health. It is precisely because of this that you need to plan out a daily routine for yourself. If you wrote down that you would go to bed at 10 p.m., it means that you go to bed at 10 p.m. And no excuses like just 5 minutes more and I'll go. That's not how it works. As for social media, it is like quicksand, dragging you down so that you spend a colossal portion of your precious time that you will never get back. It's like a drug, or like the venom of a poisonous snake, when one drop can be medicine, but a few more can be fatal. That's why it's very important to write down in your daily planner, marking it with a red marker, the exact time you allocate a day to social media. Moreover, ideally write down, for example, there is this much time to watch the news and this much time to spend on Facebook, etc. Then, what time to go to bed? This is especially important, and you should have a schedule for every day with its own modifications for each specific day. This is not easy to learn, although it may seem very simple at first glance. But if you practice every day, then over time you will automatically control your day, and it will no longer be difficult for you to disconnect from your favorite website and go, for example, to sleep. Instead of sitting at the computer until late at night and then be surprised to find the time has flown by so quickly and you have to work in the morning and you didn't get enough sleep. On the other side, there's also the benefit of taking control of your schedule, in that you will learn to balance your life and value time. You will no longer put things off until tomorrow or the day after tomorrow due to lack of time. You will have enough time for everything and even have enough left over for something else. You will find it easier to be on time everywhere. This organizes a person both mentally and physically, and it would be good if from childhood we were taught to plan our day and not waste a minute. Then it would be easier as an adult. For example, I don't watch TV. It's just too time-consuming for me. Therefore, in the mornings and evenings, I quickly look through the news. Just a digest of news on the internet over a cup of tea. That's enough for me, because television news programs take up a huge part of life. And so I scroll through the news digest and it gives me all that I need to know. So I have a lot of time left for my hobbies, for reading an interesting book, and for friends. I allocate an hour a day at maximum to social media and no more. Otherwise, you will get sucked down the rabbit hole. But life is so beautiful and you want to live it outside and not in the virtual world where everything is artificial. Remember this.